for me, okay?
All right. Well, you know, Purge is all about that efficiency, so perhaps he has a point. I personally think the name is fine. I like the little banners of Fear's son, all dressed up in his little suit. But what really actually matters, though, is what's going on in the match. We have an Arc Warden, we have an Enigma. We've got to find solutions here, and this is interesting. It looks like Brax does this occasionally. I know Jenkins points this out, where he tends to go for more of a null talisman build over the builds that, you know, are usually soul ring and whatnot.
Hmm.
But he's got a lot of regen on him too, because he knows he's
It,
going to get a lot of harass.
Yeah, I like the null talisman builds actually. The first time I played against a Darkseer that did null talismans in lane, I was like, oh, this is actually really smart. And the reason you do it is because Soul Ring is not what it used to be. The losing the regen aspect of Soul Ring is actually really catastrophic for any hero, that, especially that isn't a strength hero. Strength heroes naturally have more regen. So going null talismans, not only does it give you more passive mana regen just because you have more int and also because it gives mana regen, but also just makes you better at fighting. Better HP, a little bit better armor, all that good stuff. So null talismans definitely got, I think, a little bit more dynamic than before. Before they were basically only good for mid heroes, spell casting mid heroes typically. But now you can kind of make it work on just about anybody that needs mana, which is everybody.
Definitely the case. We've also seen a lot of people picking up those raindrops too for that little bit of extra mana regen. My question to you though is, how is Brax going to play this game? Because we need to have some sort of gap closer, right? With the bubble that comes out from Arc Warden, it's very important that everyone can get very close. And again, like they talked during the panel, when Metamorphosis is up over here on the Terrorblade, he's going to be kiting more. He doesn't want to be super close. So are we going to see a fast Blink Dagger, or is it still going to be sort of utility?
I don't think he's necessarily going to rush Blink Dagger. Might go for something like a mechanism first, is sometimes the case in those positions. Ooh, a little scary for a Snake King.
He has the Fairy Fire though. He's okay.
All right, no more follow from Crystal Maiden either to make the kill happen. Nice for Envy that the wave is pushing in like this, because his meta's about to end and he's still going to be able to get most of the last hits here.
He's working on it. How smart do we think Fear is going to be this game? Because he's very, like, I hate Silencer. I hate that hero so much, but he makes it look really good and it gets a lot of work done. So how smart do you think he's going to be by the end of this game with the stolen int?
I mean, he's playing very good. Last game he played Silencer, he played excellent as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see something very similar here. His damage is really high. He's going for a Null Talisman too. Null Talismans on supports, dude. That's the way. Everybody likes them. But I think he's going to have a good game. Global Silence against Prophet, against Queen of Pain, against Arc Warden, all very effective, depending on how you initiate. And they've got pretty good initiations too, with Mu on the Void Spirit, with Snake King playing Earth Spirit. They've got a lot of good ways to jump in.
We'll be watching them closely during all of this. I do like the fact, though, that we have Mr. Jeans on a very active hero. I think he shines the best on this, but I feel like a lot of the times they really kind of just shut down the safe lane core on G-Pride, where Mr. Jeans, you know, he can be having a great game, but if they're just making things too difficult for Argius, they don't end up winning, right? So
yeah, how
are they going to shore this up?
It's hard against an Enigma. The best thing you can do is snipe Eidolons and kill Enigma himself. But the problem is that the carry on G-Pride, the Arc Warden, doesn't have AoE. So it's going to be a little bit harder to deal with those. But Enigma is pressurable in lane. They've got that going for them. So they have some options. They've got Nova as well. So they have some ways to deal with him. But he's just going to keep denying creeps like this. And it's going to limit how many last hits that the Arc Warden has.
Mid lane seems pretty matched up here in terms of CS. Mr. Jeans sitting a little bit low. Do have the bottle online for Mu. Mr. Jeans doesn't have that ultimate yet. He's just kind of poking away. Late? Mu doesn't have any mana, but...
Kind of an interesting skill build here, going for more dissimulate. Probably wants lower cooldown to dodge the dagger. Also gives him the potential to farm too. Mu does not have enough mana to make this kill work, most likely. And now bottle on Quap, there's like no way this... Okay, they're gonna try.
They're trying it anyways, though. You know, just give him a little fright. Maybe force out some more of that region of the bottle.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he's here already, right? They know they're not gonna get the kill. He might as well roll in and do, you know, 100, 150 damage. Just like one bottle charge. So it works out. And now he'll go around and prep for the rune.
I have to say Dismar's been very quiet this game. He's usually, you know, that position 4 who's rotating quite a bit, making these plays. He is going to force Snaking back off of the rune. Oh, and he manages to save up the arcane for Mr. Jeans. So that's pretty nice. The avalanche, the toss, the dagger. Not going to be able to quite block him out of the way, though. So he's very happy to just TP out. He'll go back to Fountain. And
well
honestly,
done.
he could teleport back. Well, he can't teleport back. I'm sorry, because he just teleported out. I was going to say that would have been very value, though, if he was able to do that to refill the bottle for Moo since he lost out on the rune.
I mean, the crazy part is that he's been mid now for almost 2 minutes, and Enigma hasn't been killed yet. And that's just the power of Enigma. Ooh, this is dangerous for Moo.
Gonna block some of the physical, but it's a lot of magic. He's still dead. No way he survives this. That's gonna be our first blood, going over to Miss Jeans.
All right, really good rotation there. And well, that's actually a really big mistake by Moo. He saw the Tiny coming in. He's got an observer ward there. He saw exactly where Tiny was, but maybe he felt restricted. But what he shouldn't have done was move that close to the trees to his north. He should have played a little bit more in the center of the lane. It's giving him the opportunity to the toss follow-up. Just ended up being too much damage. And Brax got the bounty rune. Say what a lot?
You said that he's just playing a little bit too close to that side of the map. I feel like we've been seeing a lot of
the lane, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, the lane. But Turtle Envy gonna get treed up. Fear is here though. He is still provided. Envy's trying to just get out of these trees, out of everything. Dismar still putting a decent amount of damage over here on Fear. Plus, of course, all of those tree ends. Fairy Fire coming out from Fear though. Is he gonna be able to survive this? Dismar really has his eyes on the prize. This is gonna be a dead Fear. Couple pings come out. Mr. Jeans joining in the fight. Has the Sonic Wave now, so it should be a dead Envy. And that's gonna translate into
really
a tower.
I really liked how they pressured that. Dismar did a great job. He didn't want to waste all of his mana. Just take a little silencer. He knew he could fight him to the death, basically.
Dismar, this is what we like to see out of him. He's very active. He teleports down to the bottom lane, and they find the kill on Snaking.
Okay. 4 kills for G-Pride now, and for the first time, they've got a nice gold advantage. Moo gets a disable on the Queen of Pain, though. Great Curse of the Silent. He's got to wait to jump until that runs out of the way. He's taking too much damage, but maybe it was too late after all. It's going to be hard for Moo to catch him. Does he have a Ica Remnant up in 3? I don't think he's gonna.
Oh, the rolling from Snaking though. The Spirit Brothers, Dash Brothers here, Taunton, Dead Mr. Jeans, and the Regen Rune.
Okay.
And a little bit of bottle charges for Snaking too. So very nice move here for business.
Void Spirit talking crap to Queen of Pain now, calling her a demon.
I mean, she is.
Demon, probably, but.
Yeah. So like, is that really a diss if you just call someone out for what they are?
Yeah, maybe not. Arc Warden actually doing great on net worth. This game's looking a little bit rough for the business associates. What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is a tough matchup, though, like we said. Although Kara turns around the corner, runs directly into Moo, and takes a little bit more here. Avalanche, though, not going to land over onto Moo with that. Dissimulate. Brax is standing nearby, does have the black hole. Probably doesn't want to use it on just little old Dismar, especially when you know that you can drag him right back in again. Does get the toss off, but they've got a lot of damage again. Dissimulate coming forward. I hear a black hole on the other side of the map. Or not the other side of the map, but Brax, is he gonna get a solo kill? No. No, he didn't. He just did.
Dude, when I heard the black hole, I was like, oh, they're clearly miscoordinating. That's why Moo turned around and he was like, oh shit, I need to be there for that kill. But it was just a solo kill. Brax owning his lane.
Midnight Pulse is strong. That and a black hole. Pretty crazy. Roll in. Not quite landing there. A little bit off the mark for Snaking. I think this is still fine. It's not fine for Valky because he's going to get out here. It's going to be the couple of these Flux Spirits. Back line, though. In comes Mr. Jeans with the Sonic Waves. They get the kill on Envy. They'll get the kill on Moo, too. So I think that is very good here for G-Pride. They're going to be able to put some pressure on the tower, and they have a double damage now, so it's going to be very difficult for business to go anywhere now. So look at Dismar. Look at the way he's moving. They know there's no black hole to worry about. They'll drop down the Midnight Pulse. Roll. Now followed up with the Avalanche. Fear's taking a lot of damage. So is Brax. They need to get out of there. It's another one of those Flux Spirits. Snaking trying to just cling onto Brax's shoulders, but they're grouped up so tight. That's a triple kill from Mr. Jeans. And he's just going to suicide over to the tower.
Still super worth it. Big triple kill. His net worth is still really high, and finally pressuring the back lines there. So business associates definitely starting to struggle a little bit. Snaking a little bit off the mark with some of his moves. but not enough to really criticize him too much, I guess. It's just across the board, just slightly better laning from G-Pride. Tiny's been really effective. Just a lot of things going right for him.
I think that's really cool synergy of what they have with, you know, you typically when you get hit with a spark wraith, you group together, right? You don't want to let all that damage just go to one person. But then if you have Mr. Jeans on a Queen of Pain, she wants you to be grouped together. Like that's definitely very value because you can throw out the spark wraith, get the vision, and then because you do have a hero that has a blink, a lot of mobility, you could just close that gap and take advantage of it. So really nicely done.
And part of the reason that they're losing the lane right now, why they lost the safe lane so bad, was because of Prophet's ability to just spam treants. Both Terrorblade and Silencer aren't very good at clearing up little neutrals. They don't have AoEs like a Crystal Maiden could or a Frostbite. So if you have all these extra summons that can tank towers, then it just ends up with a lot of units under tower and then those dive situations that you saw. So not only was it that early fight where Silencer gets killed by Tiny without much effort, but it's also the tower goes away and now Silencer's under leveled because he doesn't have a safe place to gain levels and gold.
Good move.
Like they're trying to pressure him.
Wrath of Nature getting tossed out. Valky's here. Dismar and them both, they both back off. Snake King's in the vicinity. Lots of spark rays being placed down here. It's very difficult for Fear to go anywhere near that tower. I think they just lose it, yeah.
This has been rough, losing the safe lane like that, and then also now invading the jungle with the power of Tiny and a Prophet that can TP. That dual lane of the Tiny Prophet is actually very effective for what it was able to accomplish here, especially against the Silencer. This would be a big kill if they can get it, but nope. They're not going to feel quite comfortable going in. It looks kind of killable. I'm a little surprised he hasn't tried for this personally.
Oh, with the Frostbite going over on the Cardi, I think you feel a lot more safe in jumping in here. The roll through coming out from Snake King. They find that. Kara's going, popping the stick. Valky also taking damage, though. He's not going to be able to teleport out, but we do the teleport in. They use the black hole because they realize that Tiny is coming in. He's just going to get dragged right on in with everyone else, but the toss up into the air, they're just going to be able to burst him down. Mr. Jeans getting the kill. Moo was chasing after Kara the whole time. Don't think he has any more of those astral steps left. He needs to be careful. He has one, so he'll be able to TP away.
Okay. Not bad, not bad. Goes to the mid lane as well. So still a gold advantage for G-Pride, and they're definitely... This is looking like a game they can win. They're 2k up. The Arc Warden in trouble now, but just his friend, that doesn't matter.
Doing a lot of damage, though. Oh, the follow-up with Dismar. Oh, my word. He was right on in, followed up with Mr. Jeans. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. And they're not even done yet. Brax trying to get away here. Just, he's blocked in by the actual treants. Oh my god, this is dead Brax. Dead Brax.
4 huge kills here. Envy moves over with meta, but it runs out, and they are being pressured so well. Like I love that Arc Warden was farming aggressively in the enemy jungle, and he just puts these spark rates around, and it just limits Business Associates' ability to move around and contest this jungle. They've lost so much space, which means there's only really like 1 or 2 small areas of the map that Envy is safe to farm, and that's part of the reason that his net worth has been lower as well. He's restricted from going exactly where he wants to.
I will say the response time coming out from Dismar has been just phenomenal. We talked about it a little bit earlier about how I really enjoy watching his position before. He's very aggressive, but every time that we have these little initiations, I'm sitting there and I'm wondering, you know, oh, are they going to be able to do this? You know, like the Tempest double, it started off and it was seeming, you know, fairly good for the side of Business Associates, but then all of a sudden Dismar happened. And then when Dismar happened, what happened next? Mr. Jeans jumps in and he has that AoE damage that comes out, and it's perfect. Brax is trying to force them back. They might be able to go grab the Queen of Pain, though. She's so fast, though. Global silence. Jumping forward. They cannot grab her. She's too fast. Valky taking a lot of damage. The roll here coming through, but the avalanche will interrupt it. Rest of G-Pride might be able to walk away from this. Envy's forward here, but not going to be able to grab anyone. Roll forward again, coming out from Snake King. They'll slow down Valky just a little bit. This might have to be the only kill they get to be satisfied. We'll take down Valky. All right, Dismar, maybe you stayed a little bit too long. The roll comes forward, also just keeping an eye over here onto Kara. They'll get the kill on Dismar. They want to give another kill here to Envy. Can he get a triple kill? There it is.
Oh, that looked like a full disengage to me. I thought that they were going to be able to get out. Really good avalanche to stop that rolling boulder that would have guaranteed the earlier Prophet kill, but they chased long enough. They finally are able to get the kill. Quap could have teleported to mid lane, I guess, and probably gotten there, but I know the only downside is they didn't kill Arc Warden or Quap. Those are the two big net worths on the team, but killing Prophet is definitely a good advantage. Gives them some movement there.
Definitely felt a bit odd the way that it was almost like indecision during that fight. Like they wanted to leave, but then they started to go back in again. And I wonder who's making calls on that side too.
Well, you want to blame somebody?
No, I'm just curious because like sometimes it comes down to, again, okay, they see Moo over here. It comes down to, you know, one person saying like, this is it. Like I can go, like say it's Dismar, right? I can go in there. We can get this. It's not a problem. But then the other couple people are just like, no, we can't do this. We're backing out. And because of that failure to trust, I guess, it can come back to like really bite you in the butt. And usually, you know, I feel like it's the mid players, right? The mid players are very aggressive and they say like, no, I'm going in, follow me. And you have to have that insane level of trust generally with your teammates. Because you can't second guess yourself as a mid player who's playing a tempo controlling hero. You have to just go when you see the opportunities. So
Yep, and that's how they catch back up in the game, is by taking fights that are going to be advantageous. So it might have looked a little bit iffy, but they ended up clearing up in the end, getting most of those kills. So it was definitely a good call. But some of the other ones have been a little rough, maybe feeling a little overconfident at engaging against the enemy team. Mech is finished on Prophet, by the way, so that'll make it a lot easier for them to fight. Mech ready on Enigma as well, maxing out Malefice. Still good pressure, really good dewarding in the enemy jungle. This looks bad for the CM though.
That's an understatement, I think. Wrath of Nature, they had the Orchid, they just completed, but the Global Science following up. Brax, he's got Black Hole. Doesn't have a blink though, doesn't have a way to get on in there. So Mr. Jeans and Valky, they slow the Science, if they're gonna be able to get over there in time, they drop the Midnight Pulse. There's too much damage, they'll take down Valky, and that's a double kill for Envy.
It's been quite a battle for that cliff ward right there. So many wards back and forth on both sides. Maybe they'll grab the other observer ward too. That's a little deeper here. Silencer may be able to spot that one out with a courier when it comes out. But another good fight. Eternal Envy able to find the Crystal Maiden by himself, and probably saw him moving over there to ward is what happened.
Silence over on Moo. Mr. Jean starts turning his attention now over to Snaking. Again, no blink on Brax just yet. Just getting that mech. So.
Structures are fortified.
Not going to be able to take advantage of the fact. Oh, Dismar, though, he wants this.
Yeah. Kind of felt like, from Brax's perspective, like there might have been a ward there, but Silencer got the D ward. Tower's going to die, though. Maybe he denies? No, just a little too late.
Yeah, they still have tier 1s up over for the side of G-Pride. It's been a slower game for the side of Business Associates. You have the BKB, though, on Envy. So that is indeed a start, but I mean, this is one of those games where even if, you know, G-Pride starts balling out of control, they have an Enigma and they have a Terrorblade. And I've seen both of these heroes just absolutely change the course of what seemed impossible to win games.
They definitely can. They've got overall main physical damage, especially when they get a MKB or something. They'll be able to kill Arc Warden type heroes, definitely. But you have to have good... You just need the right team fight. It has to start in a good way. And it's really hard to do when your opponents have better map control. But on the bright side for Business Associates, they have cleaned that up a bit. A lot of wards on the enemy side of the map have been dealt with.
Thanks, Envy.
It's good.
You just want to let everybody know, you know. We've all done it.
Not me. I've never taken a Roche Timer in my life. That's why I'm bad.
This is why you're casting with me and not playing in these games, Purge. This could be you if you only take the Roche Timer. You could be on the busy associates.
If I was, we wouldn't have been called this. That's for sure.
Oh, because Zephyr's such a better name.
It is. What are you talking about? It's so cool.
Roll forward. They're trying to grab Kara here. They'll be able to throw out the slow, the silence, but they don't want to commit to this. They don't want to just put themselves in a potentially bad situation for a Crystal Maiden.
They want her to know that they're watching her.
Yeah. This is their hood. She better recognize that. Show respect.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Great D-ward. They've done a great job killing the observer wards, and as you can see, that's going to force G-Pride to feel less comfortable. Most of the bad engagements for Business Associates were because of ward vision. Scan is going to spot them, though, so they know they're coming over. Smoke breaks briefly. He's looking to see if he can grab. Didn't see the Tiny. It's too far away.
So an inefficient smoke, unfortunately, for the side of Business Associates. Dismar is still here in the top lane. But they just don't have that vision at night.
I think he's gonna spot now. Maybe not.
Mr. Jeans is here though. He's
It's
close
amazing
enough
how
to that
close.
ops.
But the trees are in the way. Oh, they see him now, I
Right.
guess.
I think they go in on this. Yeah, where's the silence? There's the meta. They didn't go for it. All right, the roll forward though. Okay, never mind. They'll still be able to get the Aegis. Now they have to
Don't
be
wanna
very
black hole for it.
careful because Brax, yeah, I know. The silence comes out. They're gonna just black hole to take out Mr. Jeans. He's been a thorn in their sides, and they're still hunting now. Oh, it's gonna be Kara again. This Smart's gonna be able to run away, but it's a double kill here for Snaking. Wrath of Nature did so much damage, but they've got the mech online for Brax, and they should be able to take this tier 1 top.
Dire's bottom tower is
Excellent
under
fight there. BKB is ready on Terror Blade, so they don't want to go on him. But most importantly, I mean, they burned a lot of big spells to do this, and it was using Aegis, but it was very smart that he didn't black hole for that first Quap kill, because the second one would have been way too hard otherwise. So killing Quap and getting some map control. They're going to get some Observer Wards now down too. So great moves for Business Associates. They're only 2k down now, but they're just moving a little bit better than G-Pride has been in the last 10.
No, I guess the only thing that I'm a bit concerned about is they use their big team fight ultimate. They use the meta. They used a lot of the big stuff, right? Silencer ultimate as well. Is G-Pride just going to try to take advantage of this? Are they just going to go right back in now, or
It'd be good to do that for sure.
Well, they're jumping after the Nature's Prophet here, Valky. Getting held in
tanky.
place. He'll drop the Magnetize. The roll down on the back lines, though. In comes Dismar. Finds a kill on Eternal Envy. They'll get the kill on Valky, but Snake King will also fall. Bounty gets claimed. They're looking. They can see Moo over here. They need to close the gap, though, and they're just not quite able to do it. The tree gets tossed out. They won't find it. Mr. Jeans diving into the back line will push back Moo and Brax.
bottom tower is under attack.
Okay.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Probably a dead tier 2. Oh, they lost Terror Blade somewhere else also. I don't know where that happened.
Dismar
But
God. In the back lines. He jumped
Oh.
in, and I believe also the Queen of Pain jumped on in too. There's a lot happening in that fight. They're splitting them up
confused he
very
died.
well.
he had Thunder available. I know he had BKB.
There's
Maybe got
they have silence.
Avatossed, I guess. But he's got BKB. Probably
That's
got
true,
Avatossed. It was
Possible.
probably like Avatossed combo. Too much magic. Ooh, this is bad.
Silence. Yeah, Moo. He can't. Oh, he's not gonna be able to get out of this.
He has a Quelling Blade in his backpack.
Dire's
Rough
bottom
one.
tower
Jeez.
has fallen.
Probably was dead either way, but it was a lot of physical damage. All right. Well, on the bright side, does TB have meta at least?
I don't know. Can we? Yeah, he does. He's
Yeah,
got
he
it.
does. Okay.
But again, they have the bubble.
Good fight. And there's no black hole.
No black hole.
I mean, this
they
is-
can drop down the
looks like a
midnight
Rex.
pulse at the very
Has
least.
fallen.
They can take a little bit of damage. Or, you know, not. Cool. Brax holding on to it. There's global silence. Jump again.
Great Orchid.
Turn around. They should be able to go get this kill on Valky pretty easily. That's just too much damage on the back lines. And Dismar getting dragged right back in again by Moo. Looks like he's going to be next to fall. He's just not going to be able to run away from that many heroes. The rest of the team, Snake King trying to grab any stragglers, but they've already dealt a split on the side of G-Pride.
Okay, one buyback. So not terrible for G-Pride, but I'm going to say that was super worth for Business Associates considering how close that was to Rax being gone. And they used Global, but they did not use Black Hole. It's still not off cooldown, but it will be soon. So their next fight should be still doable here. What's really important basically is that after you use your big ultimates like this, that you don't get caught in other lanes, because that's what happened. And like, it looked okay for them to use like Black Hole and Global Silence in the previous fight, but then they got a couple heroes picked off, and then it becomes like a super obvious and easy high ground thing for G-Pride. So they gotta like just play a little bit more careful after they force a big fight.
That's big, actually. The BKB pickups. You get the BKB picked up for the Enigma. There's one for the Quap as well. Again, Black Hole going through BKB. And then what was that last item? Oh, hold that thought. This is a very dead Enigma. Oh, he BKBs for this. Do they want to turn this back around? Fear's here. So they'll drop the Midnight Pulse to roll through. Like, Brax doesn't want to hard commit to this, though. He's going to back off to the back lines. And coming out from Moo, he's been just so sick here. Can they take care of Argius? Drops the bubble. They need to get in there. Double bubble trouble, though, coming out here as Eternal Envy pops the BKB. He's got to run away. Regrouping with the rest of his team. They got the buyback out of Dismar.
It looked like a great moment to go in. Like, oh man, they catch the Arc Warden. He doesn't have BKB yet. They can kill him, but they backed him up real fast. Quap ulti, that pushback, really showing its value there too. Bismar looking for more grabs. Gotta be careful.
He's a big scary boy. He's made a lot of things happen this game. Still do have the black hole though. BKB is going to be on cooldown for a little bit, so might be able to push their advantage on the side of G-Pride. It's all going to come down to the positioning too.
BKB's back up for Enigma.
Okay. Moo, one in the more dangerous position, knows that he can zip out a little bit easier.
Their counter push is so bad. They have actually no counter push. Like something nobody even has to think about anymore because everybody's got counter push of some type, but all they have is Curse the Sound. That's the biggest thing that their draft is missing. That's what lost them the safe lane.
They go for a smoke play here, do you think? Try to wrap around on them?
I mean, they could. Got their spells up. No magnetize just yet, but they'll get there soon. I don't know. Wait till they spread out. Look for a good opportunity. Probably the best thing to do. Still no BKB for Arc Warden. He's queuing up a MKB, it looks like. Maybe a Daedalus. Not sure which. Probably MKB, yeah. That's pretty common for TB to pick up Butterfly. It's pretty common for TB to pick up a Tiny Kill too, potentially. He's going to spot it though with
Gotta
the ward,
grab him
the
first,
ward on
though.
the... It's hard.
I'm not sure
The
why they
ward
had
there.
Envy go first on that.
A little safer, potentially, because he can BKB and Sunder, but... It was unlikely to grab him anyways, because with that observe ward, I see they ping it. If that ward is there and the smoke breaks, that's what the power of those cliff wards. It allows, if you play in the area, then the smoke breaks. And also they it looks like they put their own ward there, which was also visible on the map. So as soon as like a ward appears mysteriously in somewhere it shouldn't, it means smoke.
I don't know.
So
I mean, it's a tough area, especially when you're going to be smoking at night. Smoking at night into the high ground always just seems really strange to me. And then on top of
It's
that,
hard.
you also, that area, Kips and I refer to that area as Mount Doom because one does not simply just walk up there at night. I feel like you have a lot of just situations that go poorly if you're not prepared properly to move over, but...
It definitely can be rough like that. It's going to bring its Eidolons over. Oh, good catch.
Yeah, he's not going to have buyback if they're able to get this kill. And it looks like they'll be able to, considering there are 5 heroes there. A little bit more int over. It's going to be the Tempest double. Just gets taken down immediately. They don't want to have to deal with that nonsense.
Yep. Sunder was kind of weird. I didn't get that one, but
yeah.
it's okay. It's pretty low cooldown.
MKB completed now for Arc Warden. Uh-oh. Silent. Okay, we've got the... Illusion Rune to jump back in on Kara. They have the detection. That Glimmer Cape not going to be able to save them. Quap jumping in again too. BKB comes out. He's going to try to get the kill on Snaking. Not going to be able to do it. Fear has to... Oh, he cancels out the TP. Realizes that Jeans is leaving, so... Roche is up, though.
Pretty good item. Enchanted Quiver is really good here against Arc Warden. A good true strike for one hit at least. Big gold pickup for move. 300 gold is a lot. All right, Business Associates been doing a great job catching this game back up. It felt really hopeless at some points, but they've slowly caught back up in a couple fights. They're playing together really well, going for grabs, buying really smart items. They're all really hard to kill, basically. Queuing up a link for Enigma as well. They still have some counter push problems, but Terrorblade is one of the better heroes for that since he can send pretty strong illusions to the side lanes to push.
Radiant's middle tower.
I mean, Valky's been a thorn in their sides because he just consistently is shoving out this bottom lane and putting damage over on the racks. In fact, I'm hoping... Yeah, I was about to say, like, they have to deal with Valky here. They can't allow him to keep doing this. So there's the Conjure Image, the roll, canceling out the key. Got the mech. He's surviving for such a long time, but it's not going to be enough. Not when you have this many heroes. So they clean up Valky. Don't have to worry about that lane being shoved by him anymore for the time being, and they go for a smoke immediately. They're in the Roche pit. This could be really, really good for Business Associates. They got to get there fast enough. Dismar in the position to break any sort of smokes. They know they're on their way. They run out.
Okay. That was really well played by Business Associates. Not only focusing and killing the the Wraith King for the Prophet, but getting back.
I don't think. All right, there's gonna be the buyback coming out from Prophet. Dismar jumping forward. They don't want to allow them to go and get this Aegis. Envy, BK being in the pit. He wants to make sure that he can grab it up, but Roche slaps him across the face and says, yeah, that's really, really funny. Global Silence thrown out, though. Again, jumping right over there. Eternal Envy is gonna be able to get there. The black hole in the back lines. That's gonna be a dead Mr. Jeans. That's one less swap to have to deal with. And over on the back lines, they've got the taunt off over here on Argus. There's so much damage now that Envy has that Scotty. They're so hard to get away. Dismar, he can't afford to go down here. He does not have the buyback. Dax even throwing out the taunt. Spider legs, though, giving him that little boost of energy that Dismar needs. He turns around with the toss. He almost gets the kill on Brax. It's so close. And meanwhile,
So
Kara. Oh, Kara.
I think that is like, that last 3 minutes is a perfect demonstration of why Business Associates is a better team. Like, look how clean out that all was. They saw the Prophet bottom. They zip there so quickly, get the kill, instantly use the smoke, and run back to the mid lane. And Envy uses BKB. They cover him very well. They Global Silence ahead of time when they expect Quap to blink. And that first her to BKB and then blink. Here comes. Global Silence gets used. She's got a BKB blink. She tries to get the Aegis. She doesn't. And then they instantly black hole her. Big kill.
It's a very clean fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And they just slowly clean up everybody else. Huge moments for Business Associates. And now the game's completely switched to the other hand. Now it's a large advantage for Business Associates.
Power of a Terrorblade and the power of an Enigma.
And it's everybody. They've all been playing really good the last 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes or so.
I would say their synergy is definitely on point.
Yeah.
All right. Crystal Maiden just holding on to that tome just for later when she wants to do a little light reading and get some more experience.
She could definitely use the magic resistance talent. It could be really useful.
I'd say so, the way that she's getting just run at constantly. And speaking of, who but Crystal Maiden
Is under attack.
gets jumped on off by the side. Dismar's trying his best to just cut the wave. Brax is chasing after him, though. He realizes that this is what Dismar's going to be doing. But of course, with that Veil, it's just a lot of damage all at once. And Arceus's Tempest double has actually made its way into the base. Envy's going to have to fight him. They end up losing one of the racks.
Radiant's
Like, you have
middle
a
tower
bit of a
is
problem
under
with the
attack.
split pushing coming out from the side of G-Pride.
It's a little worrying, but Terrorblade's raw damage against Arc Wardens is like far superior. Arc Warden is not the best fight to the death and melee range type hero. He's more of like a stay at medium or long range and do a ton of DPS, kind of sniper like. So the fact that TB can just out DPS him is kind of scary. I feel like the Arc Warden should have more farm than this. Felt like he farmed a little slow to me. I might be wrong, but
Doesn't matter. We've got that couple defensive items actually on Moo. I'm surprised. Why? I guess at this point it's a bit late, right? I was gonna say like a lot of these, you know, Void Spirits will go for the Agnum Scepter build, and he's just choosing to go completely defensive in what he's got. All right, it's completely defensive, still gets a kill on Kara. Poor
We've
Kara
seen
can't
this.
step anywhere on the map. It literally just happened there again.
it's basically a timing thing. Like if you're having a good game and you can buy Ags on Void Spirit, then it's really good against Quap because you can jump in and double silencer and help get kills. But the problem was that he was behind. She was going to get Orchid before he would have gone an Ags, and he needed a Yule Scepter to defend himself, basically. So if you can get away with the Ags and it helps you get kills, then it's fine. Oh, good catch.
Snaking running right here with the silence. They'll follow up. He starts winding up, but Mr. Dean's BKBs run away.
I would have black holed and missed the Quap there personally. So weird
That's
play
why-
from Brax.
Why Brax is in this game.
Yep.
Bottom tower getting chipped away. They're doing their own split pushing thanks to the Terrorblade illusions. Looks like they're going to try to go for the deny. Quap sitting down there. Doesn't seem to manage it though.
Yeah, CM's gonna
The
run.
roll
out
in. Oh, again, the Quap. They know that she doesn't have the BKB. She's going to get silenced up. Wait, what just happened? Didn't they have the silence on her? I guess it was just too fast.
It doesn't last very long. It's only like
Radiant's bottom
3
tower
seconds or
is under
something, 4
attack.
seconds. It's pretty short. And he missed the stun, so it was a little bit harder. Yeah, 3.5
Oh,
seconds.
okay.
So it's hard to have time to catch up. If he would have landed the stun, then he could have punched her into the TB, and then maybe he metas and right clicks her and kills her. But it was a little bit hard.
Well, they'll have to settle for Valky over here. I know, though. Mr. Jeans is here. The Yules, Dismar waiting patiently for that avalanche. Brax is here, though. Have the global silence. He's got his own BKB. Rather the blink, my bad. Blinks away, finds it. The BKB going in. Mr. Jeans, he thought he was being tricky here, but not gonna be the case. Again, they go right back in over onto Valky. They've got the dust. The roll comes out from staking. They're gonna cancel out. Can they hit him down fast enough before he leaves? Yes, they'll find that kill. It's a little more int going over to Silencer. 24 now.
That was really fun to watch. Brax was so ready for that. He's like just so ready to black hole the Queen of Pain there. Oh, that was fun. The global silence as well, I think, too, right? Pretty sure. But committed a lot, but they got crucial kills, so that buys them at least, like, what, 60 seconds now while Prophet's dead with the follow-up cleanup?
What they needed. I mean, Dismar's doing everything he can. The roll in, though, Kara. Snaking, having eyes again, but look at all the snowballs being thrown out. These bubbles, they'll take down the Tempest double. That was the Satanic that got popped over here on Envy. Dismar, though, holding into place. And I just get jumped on again, and he's throwing his body at them, but it's not enough. Envy, BKBs, and TPs out.
It was a really good call. If he tries to walk out of that engagement, his BKB runs out, and they're going to chase him, especially if, like, Quap bought back in that moment. So it was a lot safer to do. They just got a bunch of kills. It's not that big of a deal. Envy's got all the items he wants, basically. It's great itemization, lots of HP, Satanic, MKB. They're just going to back up briefly, and now G-Pride's going to respawn. They're going to go across the map to try to fight, and by the time they get their business associates, they're going to have all their ultis up again. So it's not that big of a deal.
I'm so afraid for Kara. I know that there's no one there right now, but I just feel like any moment someone's just going to show up. Decent amount of damage placed on Brax, though, with the Tempest double.
Yep, but importantly, it's like killing somebody's Necro 3. It's so much gold and experience going to it. So it's really good every time they snipe it and don't lose a hero.
So what's the best move now for G-Pride? You know, it's a 13k net worth lead at about 36 minutes in. Mr. Jeans has been playing very, very well, and so is Valky, so is Dismar, but it just feels like they're just not effective enough again.
Yeah, their gank is a little bit difficult with the items that they built. Like, Prophet won all these defensive items, which are good for team fights, but I almost wonder if he should have gone... Like, I liked the mech on him, and maybe the pipe was okay too, but I kind of wonder if he should have gone, like, Orchid BKB or something instead. That way he could participate in ganks a little bit more. It feels like their only gank hero is Tiny. Oh,
and this is not looking good for Tiny. He's gonna get stunned up. There's so much damage on the ground placed by Brax. Eternal Envy gets another kill. And Kara, oh Kara, every time we look, every time here. Unfortunately, it is a tough game to be a Crystal Maiden. You're just not going to survive at this point, not with how farmed everyone else is, and not with the map control coming out from the side of business associates.
All right, now they TP back and you're ready to engage here.
Radiant's middle tower is under
There's
attack.
the meta, there's so many Envies. Right into the bubble they go. Tower is just getting ripped apart. They do manage to take down some of those illusions using the Wrath of Nature, but look at Brax, look at his positioning. He wants them to jump on Envy. Envy doesn't seem like he wants to be jumped on, though, so they'll back off because they did force out the buyback from Dismar.
The Tiny buyback's a little scary, especially when all of his illusions are dead. If he jumps in and tosses Terrorblade back by the tier 4 towers, it forces this really weird fight. And business associates feel so far ahead now that they don't want to mess around. Like, especially because they're already up one game. This is that moment where it's like, man, we already had a super rough game. It felt like we were going to lose. We clawed back. Don't play dangerous now. It's going to delay the game a bit, but they should be able to win this if they keep playing safe. Here's that jump. Jumps and instantly BKB black holes. Actually did not use the global silence in that fight, but Prophet tries to save him. It was very over.
It was well foreseen by Brax, I'll definitely say that. Shiva's guard picked up for the Queen of Pain. So she's got a little bit more armor to her, which is good, but it's still very difficult. And I definitely agree. That's kind of scary, right? The one big playmaker on your team, business associates, having lag is definitely a reason for Brax to disconnect and make sure he shores that up a little bit. You don't want to be known as the guy who whiffs the black hole, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely not. At least not all of them. Once in a while, it's okay, but I mean, he's played really good Enigma this game, in my opinion. It's only like
Definitely
small
See you
tactical
later,
mistakes from
nerds.
business associates so far, but it hasn't been too bad.
All right. Well, still some time here before Roche is back up. I think the big thing is you try to back off and possibly, get the pick off on the Prophet again if you are able to. That seems to be the biggest problem for them. There is a bit of an issue with the Arc Warden, throwing out the Tempest Double and split pushing, but the Prophet to me seems like he's the one who's really forcing them back half the time.
He's forcing him back, but he's also not a threat. Like I don't think Prophet can solo kill anybody on business associates. When he's split pushing, so just kind of becomes a like slightly annoying thing, I guess. Like that's what really gets scary about split pushers is when like if a support goes back to defend and that split pusher can just solo kill him, that's when things get hard, because then it becomes really terrifying to even go at him or to even attempt to gank him. But when you just go all defensive items like this, it's just straight ratting, and ratting is not as effective if it's just you slowly slapping, They can do it with Arc Warden, but...
Well, that's what he's doing.
Ooh, Shaco's a good pick. That's really good on a lot of business associates heroes. Last time we saw this on them, they gave it a silencer. Could work potentially really good on Enigma too. Maybe even Void Spirit also. Void Spirit's gonna have a lot of mana. Somebody will be able to use that. Don't quite see each other. They're very, very close though.
There's
Radiant's top
They're giving him the
tower is
moo.
under attack.
giving him the moo. Very appropriate. Envy's got himself a nice double damage rune, so I'm surprised that they didn't try to just go into Roche. They've got fantastic team fight around the pit, and I don't feel like G-Pride can really deal with it.
Probably want to get a kill first, considering how ahead they are. Oh, Envy picks it up. Wow. That's actually such a sick item on a Terrorblade. I can't believe he still has 1,000 mana after this, but the power of Scotty, I guess. Holy crap.
Yeah.
4,000 HP Terrorblade without a heart. He's got to be so happy with his position in this game.
Yo, they just gonna leave that item on the ground? Hello, business associates?
Oh no, the Havoc Hammer?
Yeah. The Havoc Hammer.
No!
Radiant's middle
Snake King's going to be
barracks are
so
under
mad when he
attack.
watches the VOD. They didn't see it? It happens
Oh my
sometimes.
god.
It's okay.
Shake my head.
I'm sad, but Snake King's going to be sad.
He's gonna be sadder, yeah. All right, well,
Yeah, they might
into the
still
Roche
find
pit
it.
they go. Here's hoping. Oh, that feels so bad.
Snake King going to go scout for
Yeah,
neutral
he doesn't
items.
see the item though. He doesn't see it.
All right, who's going to
All
get the
right.
eggs? Oh, Enigma, huh? Is he
Ooh.
going to keep it? Or is he passing? They're thinking
know,
about it. He's like, please,
silencers-
guys. Silencers is
very
not
good too.
bad,
Dire's bottom
I guess-
but he's not necessarily going to be far enough forward, I don't think. Like, I just don't see him being... Yeah, he does end up beating it. This is the Midnight Pulse applied with Black Hole. It's going to make
I
it
mean,
a
he
lot easier for him to get solo kills, basically.
God, he can put down another Midnight Pulse on top of that too. Like, it's so much damage. It's actually just
it is.
ridiculous. So if he can get
like-
this, oh,
14% of your HP and magic damage for 4 seconds.
oh,
got it. All right,
Mr.
it's gone.
Jeans got it. And he gets the leveler too.
He's gonna keep the Havoc Hammer. Actually, he's very happy with that. Watch his HP; it's gonna jump up a lot.
Oh, hold on to that thought, Dismar. He's trying to walk through his jungle, gets hacked up. He's dead. No Tiny for 90-something seconds. This is actually a really good opportunity for the side of business associates because Dismar is pretty much the one person who's really CCing them hard. Valky, though, they realize this Enigma. He's smoked up. We'll see Mr. G's and Valky. Does he go in for it? He gets the black hole, but they kick him off to the side, so they're only going to be able to go and grab Mr. Jeans. They should be able to still get the kill onto Valky, but a little bit of miscommunication coming out from the side of business. And it's just going to be a slaughter of Valky. He can't do anything about it.
Okay, not bad. Well, they lost the neutral item, but they're winning the war. They have a 26k gold advantage. Terrorblade is now 10,000 ahead of where Arc Warden is.
Yeah, their stonks are going up, and they just picked up a sheep stick now on Fear. Car, I feel like I see Car do this all the time. All right, maybe a little,
Look at that attack range.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
pretty ridiculous. It looks
Oh
like
my God.
Luna Glaives practically. Yeah, there's just no one stopping Eternal Envy from just hitting these tier 4s. This is kind of ridiculous right now. Okay, Kara.
He's got
Kara's
the
like, are
attack
you
range.
guys not gonna do something? I'll try to get them away. Like, this is a problem when your Crystal Maiden is your biggest like person to try to defend right now. The Hex comes out. This is a dead Crystal Maiden. Snake King takes out. Yeah, this is looking disastrous right now. Okay, the Arc Warden does have himself an Abyssal, but they're buying back left and right. It doesn't matter. Eternal Envy is just too big. Look at this range. It's so stupid. The kickback out. They'll end up losing one of their own, but yeah, that's the GG. It's a triple kill for Eternal Envy.
I mean, honestly, I gotta commend G Pride. This is the best game that they played